Creatine. You've heard about it. You've probably seen it. You might even have a dusty tub sitting somewhere in your kitchen, but maybe you're still unsure. Will it make me bloated? Will it damage my kidneys? Is it even worth it if I'm not a bodybuilder? So I decided to stop overthinking and just test it properly. I took creatine every single day for 30 days, no loading phase, no complicated protocol, just 5 grams per day. Now I'll tell you exactly what happened, what improved, what didn't, and why creatine might be the most underrated performance supplement you can take. We'll focus mainly on training benefits, but we'll also talk about brain function and overall health. Because creatine is not just about bigger muscles. Let's break it down. Before we get into the results, let's get one thing clear. Creatine is not a steroid. It's not a magic muscle powder. It's not some exotic chemical. Creatine is something your body already produces naturally. It's stored mostly in your muscles and used to produce quick energy during short, explosive efforts. And that means lifting, sprinting, jumping, pushing, pulling. Creatine doesn't build muscle directly. It helps you perform better, and better performance leads to better results. That's the key. Here's how I ran the experiment. 5 grams daily, no loading phase, consistent strength training, normal diet, no other new supplements. I tracked strength, endurance in sets, recovery, body weight, mental clarity, simple. Now let's talk about what actually changed. Training benefits. The real reason to take creatine. The first 2 weeks weren't dramatic. I didn't suddenly wake up looking like a comic book character, but something small started happening. My last reps felt stronger. Where I would normally struggle at rep 8 or 9, I could squeeze out 1 more clean rep. That's creatine doing its job. It increases phosphocreatine stores in your muscles, which helps regenerate ATP, your body's immediate energy source for explosive efforts. Translation, you get slightly more output per set, and that extra rep matters. By week 3, the difference became clearer. I was adding weight more consistently, recovering slightly faster between sets, feeling less drained after heavy sessions. Creatine doesn't turn you into a superhero. It gives you about a 5 to 15% performance edge and high-intensity efforts. That edge compounds over time. More reps, more weight, more volume, and volume drives muscle growth. This is why creatine works so well, not because it builds muscle directly, but because it lets you train harder and recover better. Around week 3, I also noticed something visual. Muscles looked fuller. That's because creatine pulls water into muscle cells. Now, before you panic, this is intracellular water, not bloating under your skin. It actually improves muscle hydration, strength output, recovery signaling. It's not fake size, it's functional fullness. One underrated effect was set-to-set recovery. Normally, after heavy squats or push-ups, you feel that deep fatigue building. With creatine, I felt ready for the next set faster. That doesn't mean zero fatigue, but the drop-off between sets was smaller. Over weeks, that adds up massively. Brain benefits. Now here's something most people ignore. Creatine isn't just stored in muscle, it's also used in the brain. Your brain is an energy-hungry organ, and creatine helps buffer energy demands during intense thinking, sleep deprivation, stress. During these 30 days, I noticed something subtle but real: better mental endurance. Long work sessions felt smoother, less mental fatigue late in the day. Research shows creatine may improve working memory, cognitive processing under stress, mental performance during sleep deprivation. It's not a limitless pill. But if your brain is under high demand, creatine helps support energy availability. And that's powerful. Why creatine is more than a gym supplement. Now let's zoom out. Most people think creatine equals gym gains, bigger muscles, stronger lifts, but that's only one part of the story. Creatine is fundamentally about cellular energy. And every cell in your body needs energy, not just muscle cells. Muscle preservation as you age. As we get older, something called sarcopenia happens. That's the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength over time. Less muscle means lower metabolism, higher fall risk, reduced independence, increased injury risk. Creatine, especially when combined with resistance training, has been shown to help preserve lean muscle mass, improve strength in older adults, improve physical function. That's not just about looking good, that's about being able to get up from the floor, climb stairs, carry groceries, and stay independent. That's life quality. Here's something interesting. Stronger muscles place healthy stress on bones, and creatine improves muscular output. Over time, that increased force production can contribute to better bone density when combined with resistance training. It's not a bone supplement, but it indirectly supports skeletal strength through improved training performance. And stronger bones mean lower fracture risk, better posture, greater resilience. Creatine is also stored in the brain, and your brain consumes an enormous amount of energy daily. In high-demand situations like stress, intense focus, or sleep deprivation, your brain's energy system can become taxed. Creatine may help buffer this demand. Research has explored its role in cognitive performance under fatigue, mild traumatic brain injury recovery, neurodegenerative conditions. Early research. We're not talking about miracles, but supporting cellular energy in the brain is a powerful concept. And it explains why some people report improved mental endurance, better focus, less brain fog, especially during stressful periods. Emerging research suggests creatine may also play a role in improving glucose tolerance, supporting muscle glycogen storage, enhancing insulin sensitivity when paired with exercise. Muscle tissue is one of your largest glucose storage sites. If muscle health improves, metabolic health often improves alongside it. Again, creatine is not a magic cure, but when combined with strength training, it may support better overall metabolic function. Creatine has been studied in various clinical populations, including those with chronic fatigue, muscular disorders, certain neurological diseases, because at its core, creatine supports ATP regeneration, your body's immediate energy currency. When energy availability improves at the cellular level, fatigue resistance may improve. For healthy individuals, this means better training capacity, better work capacity, better recovery between physical tasks. Energy availability is foundational to everything. Creatine increases intracellular water retention while inside the muscle cell. This is not superficial bloating. It actually improves cellular hydration, enhances muscle resilience, may reduce exercise-induced muscle damage. Hydrated muscle cells function better, and better functioning cells adapt better to training stress. Myths and what didn't happen. Let's address the fears. Did I lose hair? No. Did my kidneys explode? No. In healthy individuals, creatine is extremely safe. The biggest side effect most people notice, slight weight increase, usually 1 to 2 kilograms from water retention inside muscle. That's not fat, that's hydration. If the scale scares you, focus on performance instead. How to take creatine properly. You don't need complicated protocols. 3 to 5 grams per day, anytime during the day. Consistency matters more than timing. Loading phases are optional. And drink enough water, not because creatine dehydrates you, but because training performance depends on hydration. That's it. No cycling required. After 30 days, here's the real takeaway. Creatine didn't change everything overnight. It improved the margins. And fitness is built in the margins. 1 more rep, 1 more kilo, 1 more productive session. Over months and years, that compounds. Creatine is not a shortcut. It's an amplifier. If your training is good, it makes it slightly better. If your training is bad, it won't save you. After 30 days, strength increased, set endurance improved, muscles looked fuller, recovery felt smoother, mental stamina improved, no negative side effects. Would I continue taking it? Yes. Because for the cost, safety, and performance return, it's hard to beat.